What is global interstate system? It is the whole system of human interactions. The modern world system is structured politically as an interstate system, a system of competing and allying states. Political scientists commonly call this the international system, and it's the main focus of the field of international relations. Global interstate system was actually established because of globalization. Global means relationship of all the country around the world. Ang interstate naman, relationship of each state like organization, corporations, at iba pa. And the system, ito naman yung sistema na sinusunod ng bawat bansa na nag-uugnay sa isa't isa. The state has traditionally been the subject of most interested scholars of global politics because it is viewed as the institution that creates warfare and sets economic policies for a country. Furthermore, the state is a political unit that has authority over its own affair. In other words, its borders are recognized by other countries. It is assumed that whoever is in charge of those borders has the right to determine exactly what is going to happen in their country. So, ano nga ba ang state? Ang state, ito yung teritoryo na kung saan yung malaking bansa pinamamahalaan ng gobyerno. Tapos yung namamahala doon, meron siyang kakayahang magbuo ng relasyon sa iba niyang bansa. The Treaty of Westphalia of 1648 established the notion of the nation-state and the idea of state sovereignty. Today, the globalization of politics created an atmosphere where the ideas of the nation-state, state sovereignty, government control, and state policies are challenged from all sides. So, sa taon daw ng 1648, doon nabuo yung nation-state and the idea of state sovereignty. Pero sa panahon natin ngayon, ang globalization of politics is yung idea na nabuo noon is mas lalo siyang lumakas, kaya yung mga tao ngayon na na-involved doon sa imbes na pagkakaisa yung ginagawa nila, nagcha-challenge sila kung sino nga ba yung malakas at sino yung dapat na sundin ng mga mamamayan. With globalization, some scholars suggest a decrease in the power of the state and that other actors are actually becoming more powerful. These actors include multinational corporations and global civil society organizations, like the Red Cross, that cross national boundaries. Is the idea of nation-state outdated in the contemporary world? If so, what is that we need to think about as replacement? In this chapter, we will look at regional alliances and worldwide organization of state. Sa first replacement, dito pinapahayag kung paano ba nabuo yung relationship ng bawat bansa at pati na rin ng gobyerno. Next, international and regional economic bond bodies such as IMF and the World Bank must also be considered as they often push for neoliberal reforms in the world. IMF and World Bank share the same goal of raising living standards in the member of their countries. Meron silang iisang goal na ginagawa. Nasama sila sa replacement dahil itong dalawang band bodies na to, hindi lang naman sa isang lugar ang pinagsaserbisyon nila, kundi sa buong mundo na rin. Kahit na walang namamahalang gobyerno or kaya napapagpatuloy pa rin nila yon. Dahil ang bumubuo sa band bodies na to, hindi lang gobyerno, kundi ang members mismo ng bansa or ng society. Third, replacement. The traditional nation-state and the idea of national autonomy comes from the non-state actors. One of these is the private capital groups, including banks and groups of people, with money that can determine the well-being of people in a particular area. Dito naman sa pangatlong replacement is tungkol sa mga taong may kakayahang alamin na pangyayari sa lugar nila. Meron silang kakayahang makipag-ugnayan sa mga matataas na tao or sa ibang bansa dahil meron silang pera. Multinational corporations and non-governmental organizations such as the Amnesty International are significant organizations that put into the question the strength of national autonomy and global politics. The emergence of non-state organizations like Al-Qaeda, ISIS, and terrorist organizations which seek power to try to dispose a government and replace the system with their own ideological belief. Ito namang emergence of non-state organizations, sila yung mga against sa pinapatupad ng gobyerno. Sila yung hindi sang-ayon sa mga binubuo nila, binubuo ng mismo ng gobyerno ng isang lugar. Kaya nagkakaroon ng ganito, gusto nila mismong palitan yung sistema na sila mismo ang gumawa, hindi yung ibang gobyerno. Global governance brings together diverse actors to coordinate collective actions at the level of planet. It is the way in which global affairs are managed, dynamic process with various actors and power balance. The goal of global governance, roughly defined, is to provide global public goods, particularly peace and security, justice and mediation systems for conflict, functioning markets and unified standards for trade and industry. There is a series of specific factors behind the emergence of global governance. The first on the list must be the declining power of nation-state. Sa unang factors, ang ibig sabihin nito ay kailangang mag-decline sa kapangyarihan ng isang bansa para mapunan yung pagkukulang na kinakaharap nito, katulad ng biglang pagdami ng mga tao o grupo sa isang iglap. A second factor is the fast flow of all sorts of things that run into and often right through the borders of nation-state. Sa pangalawang factors naman, ang ibig sabihin ay ang tuloy-tuloy na pagdaloy ng mga bagay-bagay na nagpapatakbo sa bansa. Halimbawa ng mga bagay-bagay na yon ay mga impormasyong nakukuha natin sa internet. Ito ay mahirap kapag hindi imposible para sa isang bansa na patigilin ang ganitong kaso. Makakaapekto at makakakita ng negatibong reaksyon sa isang bansa na sangkot sa ganitong sitwasyon. Ang pangatlong factors naman is mass migration of people and their entry, often illegally, into various nation-states. Sa pangatlong factors naman ay about sa pagpasok o paglipat ng mga tao illegally para sa mga natatanging bansa. Katulad ng sa Amerika. Hindi ka basta-basta makakapasok sa Amerika kung wala kang patunay o papel na maipapakita sa kanila na nag-proof na magmamigrate ka. Kapag ang ganitong bansa ay hindi kayang kontrolin ang ganitong paglago o pagdamin, maaaring kailangan na ng sort of governance or authority na kung saan makakatulong sa ganitong problema or mas mapapabilis ang pagre-resolba sa ganitong sitwasyon.